Hi everybody, this is Steve here from Shirt Trading. Now, if any of you follow us on social media or on TradingView, you'll know that we quite regularly post trading ideas on opportunities on the top 40 companies of the JSE. So in this video, what I thought I would do is just go over a couple of the ideas that I've posted recently, and we can see how the trades are doing, if we entered them, if we made money, if we lost money, and so forth. As always, if you like the content you're seeing on this channel, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. And feel free to join our free Telegram channel where we share content tips and ideas like this, and you can get the link to that below in the description. So I'm going to roll the intro now. On the other side of that, we'll start looking at our recent trading ideas. Okay, let's start by looking at CECIL or SOL. This is one that I alerted a few days ago, late last week, and I was alerting for a short position based off of the following, which was the 3 and the 15 EMA, which crossed around about that point over there, and the stochastic, which crossed downwards through the 80 line on the 19th of March, as well as the MACD, which crossed downwards around about the same time. So those are all indications to look for a possible short position. However, as you can see with this note that I posted over here, I'll only enter short once the break through this trend line is confirmed, and you can see that it hasn't done that yet. It seems to have bounced off the trend line over there, and then further, once it breaks through, I'll probably only enter the position once it breaks through this support level that dates back to between Feb and March, because it might bounce off a little bit over there, but once it breaks through that, I will enter short. Like I said, the order hasn't triggered just yet, but if we have a look over here, if we add a parallel channel in over here, you can see that it's been trading in this channel for quite some time now, since around about November last year. So failing a breakthrough downwards, we could potentially see it go back to the top of the channel and then bouncing downwards from there. So we need to just keep an eye on this one and see if it actually breaks through the trend line or continues upwards. Okay, so the next one we're going to have a look at is Exaro Resources. Similarly to what happened on CECIL, we alerted a short position based off of these three things, which is the exponential moving averages crossing downwards over there, and the stochastic crossing downwards through the 80 over there, as well as the MACD crossing downwards over there. We alerted this level over here, which is around 167 Rand per share. Now, depending on how aggressive you were, if you had an actual order in the market, you might have been triggered when this candle broke through. If not, then you won't be in the trade. It seems to have found a little bit of support around this level over here. As you can see, it was a resistance level, then it became a support level, and now it's bounced off again. So I'm not sure if this trade is actually going to trigger in a short position. It's looking like it's got quite a bit of momentum to the upside, and you can see over here that the exponential moving averages are actually in the process of crossing upwards at the moment, as well as the stochastic indicator, which is crossing upwards through the 20. So we might have to cancel this order and look for possible long opportunities. Now let's have a look at BHP Group. As you can see, I alerted for a long position based off of the fact that it's bounced off of this support level over here. It didn't break through to create lower lows, so we got a bounce of the support, and it could potentially mean a move to the upside. None of the, well, the stochastic has now crossed through the 20 on its way up, which is an indication to go long. These moving averages haven't crossed yet, but they look like they might be crossing if it continues upwards. We also have a potential for a head and shoulders pattern that might emerge in the coming weeks if we don't breach this level over here. So what we might see happening is it going up like that and then forming another shoulder and then potentially moving downwards, but that's all just speculation at the moment. We'll have to see what happens in the coming days or weeks. Now, having a look at Bidvest BVT, this was a alert that I gave out on the 17th of March, so about 12 days ago. It seems to have worked out pretty well. It was a short alert based off of our normal 3 factors, which is the EMA's crossing, which they did over there, the stochastic crossing downwards, which it did over there, and the MACD crossing downwards, which it did over there. Also, I said confirmation when the trend line is broken, so you would have entered the trade around about here, and it went very nicely downwards all the way to this support level that I marked out over here. Just kind of touched where I had marked. Depending on where you had put your take profit, you might have been taken out of the trade. And if you remained in the trade, I would have suggested you exited the trade once it went through this trend line that I'm about to draw over here. So once it broke through that trend line, which has actually happened today, I would exit the trade somewhere around here. But you could have made a nice profit on this trade. And then lastly, let's have a look at SBK, Standard Bank Group. We alerted for a short position a week or two ago based off of our stochastic cross down through the 80 over there. The MACD crossed over there, and the exponential moving average is crossed on this big downward candle. So we placed our order at the bottom of this candle, and it was triggered the next day. I anticipated that it would go down to this support level and do a bounce off, which it's busy doing at the moment, and then potentially back down again, but I would remain in the trade with caution as it bounced off this 200 moving average over here. So if we don't see a bounce down very soon, I think I'll exit the trade. You can see the stochastic has already turned through the 20 level, which indicates a upward move. The other indicators haven't shown that just yet, but I would be very cautious to stay in this trade much longer, as it's kind of showing signs that it might go upwards again. But if you had taken profit down here at the support level, you would have made quite a nice profit of just over 10 Rand per share. So there you go. That's a couple of the ideas that we shared recently and how they've been doing. I'm planning on doing videos like this on a more regular basis, so if you found some value in this video, please give us a comment below, and if there's anything that you'd like us to have a look at for you, also drop it in the comments below and we'll see if we can get that in our next video. Great. Thank you so much for watching. See you soon.